What is up guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this kind of time-lapse to a better time-lapse. Let's go! The footage that I'm going to show you was shot with this Nikon D5600 and Sigma 18-35 f1.8. Now, usually when we want to make a time-lapse, we first make the composition, then we set the correct exposure like setting the shutter speed, aperture and ISO. Now, some of the camera has built-in time-lapse mode, so you can go to the menu and under shooting menu, you can find time-lapse movie. Here, you can set the interval and then you can start shooting. If your camera doesn't have a built-in time-lapse mode, you can use the interval timer shooting and take a lot of pictures. Then you can make the time-lapse in Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. I personally like to do it with the second method, but we will talk about why in another video. So in this video, we're going to use the first method to keep things simple. Now, if we are shooting time-lapse in a bright daylight, we're gonna have to set a fast shutter speed to get the correct exposure, even with the minimum aperture which is f16 for this lens. This is the time-lapse that we got. As you can see, the time-lapse has a lot of flicker. This is due to we set the aperture to the minimum, which is f16. The aperture blade open and close every time we took a shot, and it actually unable to do a very good job to keep it accurate. That is why we have a lot of flicker in the time-lapse. Besides that, the time-lapse doesn't look very good because we don't have enough motion blur, so it looks kind of jarring in my opinion. In order to have more motion blur, we need to slow down the shutter speed, but we are unable to do that during the day. This is where the ND filter comes in. We are going to use a 10-stop ND filter to block the light, so we can slow down the shutter speed to get more motion blur. For me, 1 to 2 second exposure is a perfect spot for time-lapse, so we change the shutter speed to around 1.6 seconds and open up the aperture to f4. And this is the time-lapse that we got. In my opinion, it looks a lot better, and the flickering is not as extreme as the first one. So now you know, next time if you want to shoot a time-lapse, you need to slow down your shutter speed and open up the aperture to make it look better. That's about it for today's video guys. What do you think? Tell me in the comments down below. If you're into this kind of content, make sure to hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Peace!